If I end up being wrong, don't judge me. Let's just get the obvious out of the way. Not in the beta, not in the beta, not in the beta, not in the beta. I don't know what you want me to do. I have no reference to work with. We don't even have guides yet, but we'll probably get them throughout the week. Start with the Freedom Fighters, huh? Where Cap wasn't picked that much. From what I've seen, I think it's going to be really annoying, right? Once people learn his zoning patterns with his shield and that anchor assist that he has where he's just like 17A from Dragon Ball Fighters, if you know what I'm talking about. He puts up a barrier, then he hits you. Very annoying assist. Giant wall where the point character can take fat commitments that you have to be aware of. He does have his own built-in mix with like his EX overhead and the EX low or the regular low. So yeah, he has mix in a can. You're still gonna get hit at the end of the day. Good damage. He can hit zoners from the air on the ground because he has a different angle. He doesn't have like a one-dimensional entry path to getting his offense started. So yeah, I think Cap's gonna be pretty decent. I don't know how well he's gonna use the game's mechanics like some of these other characters will. That's why he's not necessarily in S, but I think he's pretty solid overall. I'd also put Iron Man in A tier with him as well. He can kind of do a little bit of everything. He has a good fly. He can zone you out. You know, he has a beam that you can tag from, right? Just like clear the screen and things like that. But I don't know how well he'll be able to actually mix you up because jump lights are mids in this game. If jump lights were highs in this game, S for sure. Currently, the way it stands, I think if people are putting a lot of stock value into his fly out of anything. I think Miss Marvel's pretty bad. She's probably gonna pub stomp at the start of the game because stretchy arm is gonna catch a lot of people off guard. They made her overhead slower, I think, because I couldn't react to them before, but I was reacting to them during this beta almost every time. I mean, maybe that's at the higher level. This is what we're considering the tier list, right? At the higher level, she had a lot of reactable things. She has a command grab. I don't think you get anything off command grab. If you get stuff off command grab, she moves up, maybe even to A, because you can grab in this game and then tag if it whiffs, which would be giga broken. You know, if you could command grab and get a combo off of it, broken. Giga broken, right? Maybe it has to be X, I'm not sure. But as it currently stands, I don't have enough information. We're going to... Can I test that? I got you, bro. You know what? Let me put chat on screen. This dude said, can you test that real quick? Yeah, let me just go get my secret copy real fast. Hold on. Hey, Ark says, bro. Alright, to circumvent that, I put not explored enough in C tier. I think Storm's gonna be S tier. Straight up. She has everything to be broken. She has, you know, the EX Ice Ball and the wind mechanic to chase all your wake-ups that she can throw back and forth multiple times. She can influence your movement and her movement at the same time. You can just throw her at you like a bomb and tag at the same time. You know, EX Wind, EX Tornado into EX Wind, like... She's the only thing holding her back is having to lab her. That's it. That's the only thing holding this character back is you have to lab her. She has a fly, can control your movement, her movement, EX Ice Orb that just holds positioning on the screen. I think she's gonna be amazing. Very annoying. Her assists are... Her anti-air assist is really good and her unique assist is solid, but her shooter assist, which I think is the first assist, right, is very inconsistent. It doesn't function properly sometimes when you hit your opponent, so... lowers her assist value, but her as a character, mwah. So yeah, Storm, amazing character. The only thing holding her back is lap time. Doom! He was already mad strong in the beta from what we've seen. He has the command dash, which crosses up, gives him free left-right mix-ups. He his dash was bad in the last beta because of auto combo on whiff. Like his dash didn't matter even if he baited you. You're just swinging away. But the moment they got rid of that, like, he was already probably going to be pretty solid, but the moment auto combo on whiff went away, like, his teleport actually meant something. You know, I don't think people consider that. Like, you don't got to worry about people mashing on you, the whiff, if they don't time their button. EX Lasers gives him a full screen hit confirm into 60% if he has a decent amount of resources. He can set up a lot for his team. He has a lot of good tag moves. Like, he can stop zoning. He goes like this, dude. He hits the the bus driver, whatever you want to call it, immediately stops zoning. He can start zoning, enable his other characters. Strong character, has a fly, right? Kind of does a little bit of everything, you know. Very good character, very strong. He's gonna be very annoying. Ghost Rider. I saw something with Ghost Rider. He calls in an assist, does a super or a command grab, and with the assist he does I think it's Blade's round trip. Let me see if I can find this. Okay, cool. So like, just imagine what other characters you'd be able to do this with from Ghost Rider. And the reason this works is because Ghost Rider has a very fast level 1. Oh, I like the theory crafting, dude. I hope, you know, like, people from, like, Asian countries pick this game up, dude. Don't let this only be an NA game, please. Like, the reason this works is because Ghost Rider's super is just so damn fast. Probably the fastest super in the entire game. He can do tricky things like that into his virtually, not instant overhead, but hard to react overhead. You're not reacting every time, so I'd probably put him at the top of A, maybe S. He's a very strong point character. I'll put him at the top of A because he's a very strong point character, but if he whiffs, he dies. That is his thing. That is his gimmick. He whiffs, he dies, but he hits you, you might die. But his game plan is very straightforward. I make you block and I put you in the high-low Rekka, or I jump bait you. His entire game plan, you know? So yeah, end of days, Ghost Rider, strong character, but his neutral is very straightforward. You know he's gonna do the big chain move, as opposed to these two on top where like they could just do, they have so many options. Spider-Man! I'm kind of torn because he only gets his real mix if he has a very good anchor assist that has a lot of block stun, and he relies on you to panic against him. Like, if you watch me fighting Spider-Mans, I just sit and block him. I block the mix most of the time, you know? And if you want your true mix, you need like an assist like Danger. The drill puts you on block stun forever to give you your air dash high low, but not every character provides that value, and that relies on you unlocking your entire team, which I don't want to weigh the strength of a character on having to unlock the last character. That means you could get your ass beat for 2 rounds and then you could finally play the game. I don't think that's a good barometer for a character's value. I do think he's annoying. He has the thing where he's like the strongest character at the start because he's the easiest to play, but once people figure out how to fight him, he'll go down. People would probably put him in S, but I'm gonna put him in A. I might make an A+ tier just to like differentiate. Like, let's do that. Yeah, he's definitely strong. He's definitely annoying, but as people learn to deal with him better, learn to fight the zips, learn to block the low high overhead, he'll be much easier to deal with. So yeah, I was talking to Twitch right now and I was like, maybe I will put Spider-Man S tier, but when he can move like this, it'd be very annoying. He's probably one of the best characters in the game on like just changing his approach and baiting a lot of stuff. Super annoying, you know? Just like, look at him, bro. Like, my man is just 2H and praying. A JL, please. A DP, I beg. So yeah, he's a very strong, very annoying character, but I don't know if I would put him in the ranks with these others. It's hard to tell. We'll see more when we get our hands on the game. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I don't think Wolvie's that good. I'll be honest. I blocked all his mix-ups. The first time a Wolvie did EX cross-up on me, I instinctively blocked it because I'm like, he's glowing yellow. Let me block the other way. I could be wrong. I could be massively wrong. He's an easy character to play. He's straightforward. I don't think his mix-up game exists, not in the way that it's currently being used. Maybe on PlayStation his mix is way better because I was on PC and PC has I think like 2 less frames of delay or something like that. Armor's nice, it goes through a lot of stuff, but I'm not scared when he hits me, and he does have a couple of neutral skips, you know, dive kicks, right, stuff like that. But I don't know, he just didn't feel that scary to me. But maybe with more time and he's fleshed out more, that could change. Again, this is like day negative whatever, you know. First impressions of characters. My first impression was Wolvie ain't doing shit to me, but I could be wrong. Again, I could be wrong. You guys can laugh at me like a month after the game comes out. We'll wait till it happens. Okay, I'm gonna put, okay, this might be a controversial take. I'm putting Danger in A+. I know we don't have much footage, but thinking about how the character is played, like, come on, let me break it down to you. She puts 3 glyphs on the screen. Those glyphs hold her gunshots, right? So she could tag out and then they'll get proc by themselves. Unless they go away with the point character gets hit, but even then, that's still mad strong. Her zoning is going to be mad annoying, especially as people get better and they learn zoning patterns. She could teleport to her glyphs to get away from you if you get in on her, and she has no assist. Her air dashes are funky, so she could change her arc and approach to you just because she can. I think she's gonna be really good. She's literally the character that is the lab. She is the lab, therefore you must lab her. This all makes sense. Big Brain Arxis does it again somehow because I am the lab. I am the lab. That's my take on her. And her last assist is very strong, and I think her DP tracks you. I remember correctly, her assist. And she's got a, you know, standard projectile assist. I think she's gonna be strong, but again, a character that you need to sit in the lab with. All right, after consulting with chat, yes, chat, I know, YouTube, I know what you think, on where Peni should go, either B or C, because her items get smoked by zoning. Maybe they'll buff them, but yeah, when every Peni I fought, it wasn't like a oh no kind of moment. It was just a I don't know what she's doing, but once I figure it out, which I kind of did, it wasn't that scary. I blocked and I felt fine. I didn't feel like I was in any immediate danger. Like if these guys make me block, oh shit, you know, they're gonna put me in a bad situation. But Peni made me block and I was like, there's items on the screen and I don't know what they do just yet. When I do and kind of did, it didn't feel that scary. Like she has great moves you could tag from for your other characters that you can set up, or you could throw an item and then tag and have a lingering threat. Maybe her value lies more in support, you know, decent assist, right? Especially anti-air one hits both sides, you know, kind of like Wolverine, right? Didn't feel too scary, especially in the neutral. They don't seem like they can do all that much, you know, like these other characters can. Big chain move, flame carpet, you know, throws a shield out, missiles, right? Clutters the screen, zipping around, clutters the screen. But Peni's clutter can be destroyed. It's pretty annoying if you really think about it. Maybe they could give him a guard point, a hit of armor, something. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows if they'll who and what they'll do for her. Magnus. Yeah, I think if you've heard me talk before, I think zoning is going to be very strong in this game. Okay, because of the 25 frame assist lockout window, which is crazy. It's absurd. So any character that can put bullshit on the screen reliably and hit you with it will have value. Magneto does that, but also can pull you in just because he hates you, because you're not a mutant. So he can zone you, he can pull you in to fill that gap if he wants you. He locks you out. He's a threat everywhere on the screen. Dude's an asshole. He has good air dashes, right? Can fly around pretty fast too. He's just kind of got a little bit of everything. But yeah, he has command grabs. He has actual mix. Does a little bit of everything, and he's annoying. And then he could zone you or bring you into his zone, and then call an assist, and you just kind of have to hold. Definitely gonna be one of the stronger characters. And once people figure out zoning patterns, his value is just only gonna go higher. It's a tag game, so even if you get past the zoning, they just tag, and then you just run the well, when did he tag mix. So I think me and the chat are in agreement that Goblin is potential, man. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add a row below potential, man. He has so many tools in this game. Glider can be independent from him, so you have to be aware of him, Glider, and the rest of his team. Glider, EX Glider shoots you and runs you down, so that gives him screen space to work with, or just to drag you to the corner for virtually any block string, which is free. He has a bomb that slows you down, which is crazy. So if he hits you and he puts his bomb on you, you just have to, you stink real bad. This is what Outkast was talking about in that one song. Roses really smell like boo hoo hoo, you know? This is what they were talking about. So yeah, Goblin is definitely potential, man. He's you gotta lab him to hell and back and figure out what does and doesn't work. So yeah, I don't want to like put too much thought into Goblin, because I played one of my homies who plays Green Goblin. They did a lot of shit, and I was like, man, this character's crazy. Especially like block string into glider into fly, and then whatever high low, and then you throw the glider, and then you get the glider gun, right? Pretty annoying, pretty strong, but I definitely feel like he's potential, man. So we're gonna have to see what the lab rats figure out with him. All right, moving on. I saved my team for last, obviously. I think any character that has mix and movement that can M&M you is gonna be disgusting. Like, I might put my whole team in S tier, honestly. You know what? Let me do this. Let me do this. I think this is fair. Even though I didn't do anything with Shuri, I'm still putting her in there because she was on the team. She was the only character that I didn't really lab too much, but I think the fact that she has great moves to tag from, she builds up her movement gauge by not even being in the game, is massive. She doesn't have to be on the screen to build up that gauge. It's crazy to me. TNS's first major big online major. All right, there's a separation between church and state here. That's why I put online. Let me put some stars in here to you know, Be content farm, bro. Anyways, good cross-up buttons, right? Even though there is cross-up protection, there's still value to be found in it. Her command dashes give her left-right mix and some high-low mix as well. She can bob and weave in and out. If she's stuck in the corner, she has strong options to get out of the corner. That's not just super jump and hope your opponent doesn't chase you down. Solid assist. Her anti-air assist is very good because it goes like imagine Goku A, GT Goku A. It goes at that angle and it hits you, you die. You have forever to pick up off of it. She has built-in mix in a can. You EX flip, and you want to make the first hit whiff so the second hit is much harder to react to. You could just do the non-EX one and go low. So yeah, she has like a lot of just built-in mechanics that you don't really have to spend lap time to figure out. You just have to figure out how to incorporate them in, and she's gonna be that character. There's quite a few characters where you have to lap to find their most potential, you know, like Panther, Storm, Danger, Goblin, right? I think like these are the biggest examples of put me in the lab for like 20 hours and then you'll come out a god. Magik, yeah, disgusting ass character, but my big problem with her is like she's okay on point. When she gets one portal out or another character hits her and brings her in, you're gonna die. EX Fireball is really nice and neutral. Her buttons are insane. Her buttons are her saving grace right now. The size of them, dog, that shit like Texas. Absurd. You know, like she struggles with zoning. For the most part, that's okay because what she can do with some of the tools that she has. And then if she gets one portal out, you have to be very aware of, I can just straight up teleport behind you, call an assist, and start my bullshit, you know? You throw one bad projectile and she'll teleport behind you and just take all momentum. And it's a left-right mix. She could dive kick too, you know, put an active overhead hitbox out on the field. So yeah, she can be really annoying as long as she gets one portal on the screen, which at the match round start isn't too bad to do because it's not as chaotic and cluttered. But yeah, Magik, we all know she's disgusting. She's probably the hardest hitting character in the game. Portal plus pillar tracking. Her assists use her portals. That's crazy. I saw that yesterday when I was playing before the beta ended. I had a portal. I called her assist. I saw 3 pillars, and then I saw a 4th one, and I was like, who did that? Crazy. I don't think she has a single bad assist spot either. Moving on to Blade. Honestly, Blade hits hard and he has a lot of support value, but I don't think he has any mix. He's in a weird spot. They're gonna nuke his damage, I'm sure, where you have to figure out better routing instead of just rapid slash. He has amazing assists. His shooter assist is amazing. His unique assist is amazing. It's Yasuo's assist from 2x KO, but if it was good. His support value is insane for what he can do. Like that Ghost Rider clip you saw earlier. Do I still have it open? Yeah, like what he can set up for his team. This pulls you out of the corner. It keeps you in block stun forever to let you set up mix. Like, he does so much except mix you up. He himself is not a threat when he's trying to open you up, but the value he provides even when he's not on the screen is crazy. S. I hate having so many characters in S tier. Maybe like I can make an S- or S+, I don't know. Okay, this is my controversial take. I think StarLord is the best character in the game. I think he's the best character in the game. A lot of people are gonna say no, you're wrong and you're stupid. He has an ice restand. He eliminates your tech roll option. He has stuff like this that he can do. If you're zoning him, you can't zone this character if he has enough bar, because you risk this. Like, this is nuts, dog. This is crazy. This is actually insane. You try to zone and he says LOL. I think he has almost every tool in the game. He can stop zoning with Earth Gun. He can ice restand you so he doesn't have to deal with the tech roll guessies. Can clutter the screen, right? He can throw a grenade. Like, look at this setup I did to somebody. Do I still have it? Look at this setup, man. I got the hit. I did this in a match, but then I don't know what to do after. Look at this. I flip you out. I throw the grenade. This covers forward tech. The grenade covers jump. You fall into the fire orb, and then you just have to block my bullshit. That is nuts. Why am I up playing? I can't, man. I gotta say, this is toxic, right? And I'd rather like say, you know, if the devs take their own initiative, they're gonna shoot him way harder than he needs to get shot. But I don't think he's actually gonna get shot. I'm gonna be real. I don't think enough people are playing him for the devs to be like, okay, he's a problem. But anyways, yeah, I think he's the best character in the game when he's doing shit like that, you know, and he's ice restanding you, and he negates the knockdown guessing game. And think about it, it's only gonna get better as people figure out more things. Like if I'm eliminating the tech roll guessing situation and I'm forcing you to have to hold, like you either got to counter on wake up or not, and people are gonna find ways to deal with the counter. I think StarLord's the best in the game. My chat, some agree, some don't agree. I understand if you don't agree off first impressions, but I just think there's a lot of inherent value on ice restand and him kind of having an answer for everything. He can stop zoning, he can kind of control the screen with, you know, he throws light grenade and then he shoots his elemental gun, right? They make the grenade bounce off of it, so he has even more screen coverage on there. He has an 8-way air dash. He can fly. He can leap out of pressure. Like, let's just say he's like, oh man, my block string didn't work out. He can leap away from you and just go back to neutral? Is that not crazy? I don't know how many characters can safely end a block string and go back to neutral in this game without needing to expend a resource. Alright, that's my tier list. Feel free to agree, disagree. Feel free to call me a big dumb idiot in the comments. I put a little side notes here. StarLord's the best. The rest are S tier. There's a lot of S tier characters in this game. Maybe some S plus, maybe some SS. Who knows? But I think StarLord's the best. I showed a couple things that he completely negates, like a couple mind games. Strong character. Very fun. I look forward to how the last four are going to play. Maybe one of these four could be the best character. Maybe Hulk is secretly the best character. You know? Who knows? Who knows? We'll find out in a couple weeks. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!